Picture this. You're at a party, surrounded by a buzzing crowd, but instead of feeling excited, you feel an uninvited guest creeping in. Social anxiety. It's a feeling that's far more common than you might think. It's that sinking sensation in the pit of your stomach when you walk into a room full of people, the clammy palms when you're asked to speak up, the racing thoughts that keep you awake long after the party has ended. I remember one time I was at a friend's gathering. Everyone was laughing, chatting, enjoying themselves. But there I was, stuck in my own head, rehearsing what I'd say next, worrying about how I'd be perceived. Social anxiety can pop up in all sorts of scenarios, not just parties. It can happen at work, in school, even during a casual conversation with a friend. But remember, this uninvited guest doesn't have to dictate how the party goes. Ever tried to learn a new skill and felt frustrated because the results weren't showing up fast enough? I've been there. I remember when I decided to learn the guitar. I was so eager to play my favorite songs, and I imagined myself strumming away effortlessly, just like the pros. But weeks turned into months, and my fingers just couldn't keep up with my vision. Every time I struggled to hit a note, I felt like a failure. I was so focused on the end result, playing a song perfectly, that I overlooked the effort I was putting in. Then one day, I decided to shift my focus from the results to the effort. Instead of berating myself for every missed note, I started to acknowledge every hour I spent practicing, every chord I managed to play right, every song I could play a bit better than the last time. I began to appreciate the journey of learning, the process of improving bit by bit. This shift in perspective was transformative. I started to enjoy my practice sessions more. I felt less frustrated, and ironically, I began to play better. I realized that the true value in learning a new skill isn't just in the end result, but in the effort we put in, the challenges we overcome, and the growth we experience along the way. It's the journey, the effort we put in, that's where the real value lies. Now, you're probably wondering, what does learning a new skill have to do with social anxiety? Well, it's all about the approach. The same way we focus on the effort of learning a new skill rather than the end result, we can apply this mindset to social situations. Imagine you're at a party. Often we feel pressure to be funny, charming, or interesting. We're focused on the result, being liked or accepted. But what if we shift that focus to the effort, to simply engaging in conversation, listening to others, and expressing our thoughts? After all, these are the fundamental elements of social interaction. This shift in perspective can be liberating. It relieves us of the immense burden of needing to be perfect, to impress, or to meet certain standards. Instead, we're giving ourselves the freedom to simply try, to make an effort. It's okay if a joke doesn't land or if a conversation fizzles out. That's part of being human. Remember, social interaction is a skill, and like any skill, it takes practice. The more you focus on the effort, the more comfortable you'll become. You're not trying to win a popularity contest, you're just trying to connect with others, and that's something to be proud of. By focusing on the effort, we give ourselves permission to be human, to make mistakes, and to grow. So, what's the takeaway from all this? We've delved into the concept of prioritizing effort over results, a powerful perspective shift that can be a game changer when dealing with social anxiety. The essence is to focus on the effort you're making rather than the outcome. When you step into a social situation, remember, it's about the courage it took for you to show up, not the number of conversations you had or the impressions you made. We've also explored how this approach can be directly applied to managing social anxiety. By shifting your focus from the daunting goal of being perfect in social settings to the effort you're making to engage, you begin to redefine your victories. So why not give it a try? Start small, perhaps with a casual conversation or a small gathering. Over time, you might start to see a change, not just in your social interactions, but in your overall outlook. Remember, the effort you put into facing social situations, that's the real victory. The result? Well, that's just a bonus. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, subscribe. Want to learn more about creating better habits, loving yourself, and getting a mindset upgrade? Then remember to head on over to MentalHealthLove.com for more great self-care tips and articles, and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and most other social media outlets.